This is Modestas Bukauskas, also written on the back of my shirt, as one does. I'm the Cage Warriors light heavyweight champion, or former now, because now I've just been signed to the UFC, and today I'm going to show you one of my favorite techniques, which is the question mark kick. So if I can have my beautiful assistant to come over.
Cage Warriors light heavyweight world champion, Modestas Bukauskas.
The main important thing when you're doing a question mark kick is to make the shot believable. Yeah, it's going to be comprised of two different kicks, the front kick and the roundhouse kick. The first two key points is the setup. What you got to make sure you're doing is that when you throw a front kick, you got to throw a solid front kick right in the solar plexus to make him think like, I've got to protect my body. You've got to throw this a couple of times. So you might be moving around, you kick once, you might move around, you're hitting a few shots, you do it again. You want to do that at least 2 or 3 times just to get the guy worrying about his body as opposed to his face. Now, the second most important thing is when you actually go for the kick over the top, which is the roundhouse kick, you got to make sure that front kick is as believable as possible. So you've almost want to be close to touching his stomach before you flip over to the top. So it will look something like this. You have to hit almost like there before you switch over the top. So you'll be here and then you're coming over the top. Yeah, a lot of guys, what they tend to do is they just lift their knee and go over the top. That can work sometimes, depending on how the opponent moves and how he stutters. But really, if you want to make his hands drop to make him want to defend that kick, you've got to make it as close to the point of impact as possible. And now the third point is what I've just shown you, which is basically having that whip over the top at the end of the kick. Again, you have to make it believable here, but you do not want to make the kick just go straight up. You're not going to get as much power, and it gives a guy a bit more of a chance to defend himself. You've got to almost make it come whipping around and over the top and down onto your opponent's chin. So you're going to be here, you make it fake, and then over the top. So it comes down and around. You've got to have a little bit of hip dexterity in order to be able to pull off this move, but the more you can make it come whip around and down, the more believable and the better the kick will be. So now I'm just going to show it to you in full motion. So here, bang, and then over the top. And like I said, you want to make sure you set that up again with about 3 front kicks just to make him want to defend the stomach. But that is the question mark kick, one of my favorite moves. Thank you so much for watching.